So guys, before you see today's video, yesterday, which was the 6th of August, was Farm 24. So this video is going to be about a week after Farm 24 happened. But just so you know, I've got an Instagram page that I post a lot of pictures on, this JM Farming. And I also follow a lot of other farming social media people on there, other YouTubers and you know, people that post a lot of agricultural based things. And I just thought, as a farm, as Rothamsted Research, we ought to do something for Farm 24. So this video is going to be for Farm 24, but we've been pretty busy silaging yesterday and today, so it's just going to be a video of that really. But there's quite a few of us up here doing various things, so I hope you enjoy it. Good morning everybody, we are off to cut some, oh there's a low branch, that was close, something's whacked it. How low can I go? Don't want to drag it under the tractor. Oh, get off of it, branch. Right. Better. Must have had a load of straw come through there or something. Anyway, where were we? Off to cut some second cut bales. Doors all shut. Good. And it's a little way to the field, so perhaps we'll put it on a bit of a time lapse. Right, we're at the first field. Got to do my paperwork a minute quickly. So I'll put my phone in my phone holder. That makes sense. Well, we're just going to cut 2 fields here this morning. Don't want to cut it all down and then not be able to pick it all up tomorrow. So we are in Hollicker. Time is 10:45. 1870 hours. Good to go, gents. Right, 1,000 speed on the mowers. I serviced them all up last time when we finished, so they should be good to go. Front mower. Yep, you're on. Back mower. You're on. String down a bit. Go back to where we're going to start here. revs. Turn the iTech on. We are away. Mowing grass. Favourite job. Favourite job. Right guys, headlamps are off. 1 hour up and downs. I got out just now to check the mowers, all the blades, because I can see a stripe in the line, or a stripe in the bar on the near side of the back mower, but all the blades are there. Nothing's clogging them, and they seem alright. I don't really know what that was about. But this set of blades has been in the whole season. They've been on the same side the whole season as well. And I have rightly or wrongly sharpened them up a couple of times with the grinder, but I will change them. I'm only cutting 2 fields. They've got a stripe on the outside for a little bit there now as well. Not sure about that. It's not a lot, and it only does it for 10 feet or so. But what we'll do is we'll cut these 2 fields, and then before we do the rest of it, I'll change the blades. I've got new blades for all, so we'll change them. They've been flipped already to set this in there. Give it a bit of a birthday. I don't know if it's just the type of grass. It is so thick in the bottom. I mean, the grass isn't very tall, but there is a hell of a lot of it here. It's just taking an awful lot of power to cut through it. I'm a gear slower than I normally would be. And just seems to be taking a lot of cutting today. The mowers are all set up the same way. I mean, they're probably just the blades, but new blades required. Mowers need a birthday. But there, he's doing a lovely job now. You know when he's struggling, because the back mower especially chucks the grass all sorts of ways. He's hitting lumps and bumps. On the job there now, yeah. See what he does when we go into work this time. Better known as Hating TV. You've seen Justin having a rant about the weather a few days ago in one of their videos. I feel his pain. Not supposed to be raining. Here we are in some thick old drizzle. What's that about? 0% chance of rain, it says. Yeah, here we are. Very, very annoying. Last little slither. This field, should get it over the back there. Nice one. Get out of the way. That will be the first field. I'll get done. Are we going to get all that one? It's gone alright. It seems to have got better as the morning's gone on. It's dried out a little bit more, I suppose. There's a seriously thick crop of grass here. Just over here somewhere. It's drizzling again. I don't know who makes up the weather around here. There was one tiny slither of grass somewhere. Back mower missed. There it is, just gone past it. For line, so can't really explain it. Stick the front mower over it. Can't be leaving bits behind. Right, the revs off. Our shafts off. You might be going upside down here for a minute. I don't know whether I can get out into the next field without having to fold all my guards up or not. Back row locked in anyway. So what's that taking us? How did we get it? About an hour and 10 minutes. Hour and 20 minutes, something like that. I don't know what size the field is it 6 hectares? 15 acres or so? Now, can we get through there without doing up the guards? No. No, we cannot. Better go and do that. Hopefully see what I mean about how thick the grass is here. I mean, it's not overly tall, look, I can see my feet, but it is so thick. Look at that. And that's just what the mower's struggling to chop through it. But you know, there'll be a lot of bales out here, I expect. John will have his work cut out for him. Tomorrow on the baler. I've unfolded the mowers again now, so we're ready to go. Just brush that off the edge of the radiator. Right, back to it. For whatever reason, the grass is cutting 100 times better in this field. I don't know whether it's just dried out a little bit more, but it's feeding through the mower so much better and leaving it in a nice row rather than chucking it all over the shop like it was next door. Also, the way these John Deere seats swivel around, absolutely splendid. So you haven't got to wreck your back looking over your shoulder all day. Probably doesn't look very steep on the camera, but it's making the mower work. You get about halfway up and you've got to drop it down again. It doesn't quite want to get over the gear we're cutting in. You know, you hear her start to lose the power. Drop it down a gear and she's right back on it, 1000 RPM. Over the brow of here somewhere. Just get around this little bend. Up over the brow. Knock her back up. She's alright. Yeah, definitely better in this field. Enjoying this. I'm not sure how obvious it is on the camera, but I can see it. I spread fertiliser in here after first cut. One of the electric motors on the bottom of the spinner that controls one of the rams seized and broken. So I've got some very stripy lines up and down this field. I'm not sure you'll be able to see it particularly well on the camera, but just goes to show what a job the fertiliser does. Got some brushes. There's a bit of a hole here somewhere. We're in it. Brushes make good follow, so all good. So we've just finished mowing the second field, so that's all we're going to cut for today. Just having a look at it here, the ground is bone dry now underneath in this field, so the wind has definitely done its job and dried out between the rows, which is ideal. Still a bit damp underneath the rows. The grass itself, nice and green, isn't it? I mean, it's a little bit damp, so what we'll do is we'll give that a couple of hours just to dry on top, and any bit that is a bit damp in between the rows can have a chance to dry, and then we'll put the turner on and come back up and spin that out ready for tomorrow to be raked up and baled tomorrow. No matter how many times I drove up and down these lanes, you never get any wider. This bit up here especially is extremely narrow. The only saving grace is the hedges haven't been trimmed for a while. There's a telegraph pole there, so they have got a bit of give in them, but underneath they are pretty solid. Don't want to be damaging the mower, rubbing them. That's the worst piece done. So back to the first field we mowed this morning. You see how the grass has changed colour on top. It's all dried out, it's so warm, but still green in underneath, so we're going to turn it out. Change of colour on the tractor front, the 54-55, and passenger turner. So we'll put that one down and give it all a turn. Here we are trundling along. I've got no idea what the whiny rattle hydraulic sound is. Doesn't seem to be affecting us. I think that tractor makes this noise all the time anyway. But got a few more rows to turn out in this field, and then we'll go on to the next one. Flicking it about. Pottinger turner doing a splendid job. There is just a very, very odd spot of dung where it must have come out the spreader heavy back after first cut. Other than that, lovely crop of grass. This will be lovely and dry by tomorrow with the wind on it. Make some lovely bales. That's that field finished. Fold her up. Mind the window. Right, on to the next one. Oh, it's down. I feel like I'm 10 years older. Oh, I tell you what, whoever drives the mowers around here, they want sacking. Look at that. Terrible. That's that job. Fold her up and point her home. Morning guys. Getting to bale silage. Trailer on the back up to the field, the spikes. We're going to wrap and stack the bales in the field. So the plan is to ferry the bales on the spikes to Craig, who's wrapping them for as long as we can. And then the further from the stack we get, we'll stick them on the trailer and ferry them that way to him. So yeah, we'll see what's happening when we get up there. So we've made it to the field. The whole squad here. John is a baler, right beside us. Just bear a minute. There one out. There's John in the baler. This tractor's clutch is extremely jumpy. Craig's in the Manitou. He's on wrapping duty. And myself and Phil bringing him some bales. For the time being, whilst we're close, and then Oh my god, tractor. That's the other way in it, down again. When we get a bit further away in a minute, we'll have to put the trailers on. For now. And now we are just ferrying them on the loaders. Looks a nice crop of stuff. Looks dry. That's what we want. Bales will hold their shape nicely. Piece of tractors, Mike. Not quite up to the level of the 155, but can't complain. Could be worse. That's the best way to shuttle on this thing, is without clutching. You got to clutch when you get to the bed. Nice one. Back to the stack we go. John's in the 6620. New Holland fixed chamber baler. Loving life. Didn't have his sunglasses on though. Normally the cool looking guy with the sunglasses. This is the last bale that's just come out of the baler. If you can see, there's a red line around the middle of it. I'm assuming that means he's getting low on net. So he'll probably have to change his net in a minute. But I don't know how many bales you can do once that red line appears. Probably several. Gives you a bit of warning. He hasn't got to go very far for a bale at all. There's a lot of grass in these rows. Another one stabbed on the front. Pick her up, off to the stack. Starting to take a bit of a pile in front of Craig, but he has to keep getting out to change the roller wrap and the wrapper, so we seem to stack a few up whilst he's doing that, and plenty for him to get on with. What's going on there, John?
Wrapping in my hand.
He must have not cut. He must have not cut. I shouted on the CB, but I don't know if you can hear it.
Out too early.
Oh. That's the admissions of a true man.
I could lie and say, oh yes, it's mechanical fault.
Oh. Fair enough. Well, I'm sure he'll make it home. John has decided to let one out without putting any wrap on it, but we'll just push it out in a row and can bail it up again later. But sorry, John. So we're just off into the second field now. There was 96 bales in the first one, so not bad. Got the trailer on behind, so we're going to ferry them back on the trailer now, and then we've got two trailers here. I'll drop the trailer next to Craig, pick up the other trailer, come get another load, go like that. I think here he's got his first bale, so we'll follow him around the outside and fill a load up. Well, that's the plan anyway. Baling. One more bale on this load and we're nearly done. There's only 3 rows left, I think, to bale. It's all gone pretty smoothly. I think we had one shear bolt go on the baler, and I had one bale that didn't wrap properly, or didn't wrap, and we had one that wrapped too much and didn't stop. But other than that, it's all gone alright. Yeah, we'll be back to the yard then after that, once Craig's finished wrapping these last 11 or 12 bales. Got a load of hay up here as well to take home, so whether we'll put a load of that on and take home with us tonight. But, little Fergie's done alright. Aircon works, which is a plus. We just finished the silage bales. We had 166 off of, I think it is 25 acres up here, 11 hectares, 25 acres or so. So what's that, 6 bales to the acre roughly? A bit more, just over 6 bales to the acre. So we will pick up a load of hay, because there's some hay up here that hasn't been picked up yet, and head home for the night. So we have both trailers loaded with hay. Just putting the rest of the bales up the top of the field here so they're easier to get when we come up with the trailers again sometime. And then we'll be heading home. Oh, this tractor. Don't know how you drive this, Mr. McRoyce. 166 bales of silage. That's a wrap.